Welcome back to the scene with your boy Rebel. Your boy Rebel's now officially back on the scene. I hope everybody having a good day out there, man. Definitely got some big news in the Marvel Avengers community today. Well, yesterday. Well, I got it early on, but you got to come from somewhere. But real big news dropped about patch 2.6. All these buffs that we're supposed to get, and it's like every hero is about to be on some Thanos level damage. Lejeune just put a video out. I think the first one I saw who dropped the patch notes was Sadat at like 11 o'clock my time. I'm Eastern Seaboard, so 11 o'clock my time, and then Doom Killer dropped one, and then Tricks Ridiculous. Everybody just been dropping these bill about these patch notes. But if this patch does what it says it's going to do, but we all for all those who are the OG Marvel players, not y'all new ones. I'm just gonna put it out there. I have no discrimination, none against y'all new Marvel Avengers, but y'all have no idea what us OG players have been going through since day one, since beta, since testing, since demo. Y'all have no idea what we've gone through. You guys are getting the utmost best when it comes down to gear, perks, buffs, somewhat fixes. Y'all still getting the same problems we had with fixes. But I'm just gonna put it out there, bro. We had a Hulk, and Lejeune was. I remember when it happened. This man right here. Shout out to my boy Lejeune the Goon. Y'all make sure y'all check out his channel, man. Go ahead and hit that like button, that sub button over there too. But I remember when Hulk used to one shot. He used to one shot with a thunderclap. No matter what thunderclap you use, it was a one shot. And the devs is like, yo, he's too strong. We gotta nerf that. And when they nerfed it, Lejeune was like, I think this man took a break for a hot little minute. Then he came back, and of course, as any real gamer, you're gonna find a way around certain, avenues, and you're gonna do what you have to do to make your character or your player or your game experience what you want to make it. And that's what Lejeune did. And of course, that's how information gets out there, for to come down to this game. Sharing information makes a better playing experience for everybody. So everybody needs to understand that. Sharing is caring when it comes down to the Marvel Avengers because you don't know everything. I don't know everything. That's why I'm putting links in my description. Y'all make sure y'all check out my news link video, my Rebel Rebellious news update, the video I just put out. I have plenty of links in there for information. If I didn't get it right, got it wrong, or don't know, they definitely know. And if they don't know, somebody else know. And everybody knows somebody. Y'all know how I go. But anyway, today's video is a how-to guide video, and we have upcoming cloning labs, Bucky announcements. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the 2.6 buffs, everything that's particularly sounding good for the game. Hopefully, it does work out. Now we all know that with each patch, there's always a pro and a con. You have your pros, which all the pros is pretty much all the buff they said they were going to put out. All the cons is what us as Marvel Avengers players and content creators fear the most. When I agree with Sadat, it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Just like Aaron Shock. Shout out to my boy Aaron Shock. It sounds good. You know, basically, yeah, we need those buffs when it comes down to it. But then again, it's not necessarily doesn't mean it's gonna work. Like Sadat say, it might be broken. It might be where you do no damage. I remember the whole Thor situation with the Sonic Hammer. For those who don't know, those who recently new to the game, there was a time period where Thor's Sonic Hammer on range, his range piece, caused you to do no damage whatsoever, none. Your whole build was trash, garbage, useless. You was doing like 10 damage, 5 damage, then no damage. So literally, there's been some incidents where we're like, yo. And of course, it's always those testers. Like when I was the one that put the video out about the glitch, when it came to Black Panther's Intrinsic, I think Slight Stardust put one out. It was another video about it was something else about the hive mind. That's why I learned out about the hive mind being useless. And if you died in the hive mind and you got reset it or went down, your character picked up another character's intrinsic technique or picked up a flying technique. There was a point, I think I still to this day I still think people still have Captain America flying, Kate Bishop flying. I see it in gameplay. Thor stuck in stall mode when he's just hovering, but on my screen he's flying. I mean, it's certain bugs and stuff is going to happen. I understand that. Should they be happening? No. Are they happening? Yes. So ultimately, you have to take it with a grain of salt, and you have to do what you have to do. But anyway, on to the video. How-to guide video. So for the most part, this video is basically explaining what, like I said, what's coming up. You got your Cloning Labs, your Bucky 2.6. First things first, 2.6 patch coming out Tuesday, September 20th. So we're going to go ahead and get off in the builds. Now, for those who are new to the channel, thank you for watching. Thank you, you know what I'm saying, for paying attention. If you got this far in the video, please hit the like button for me. You know, if you like the content, if you don't, that's fine. Like I said, opinion's an opinion. I respect it. Hit the sub button for me and look out for new information that comes out. Make sure you hit that bell icon, the one that says notification all. Trust me, even if you don't hit the notification bell, just make sure you keep an eye out. Hopefully YouTube is gracious enough to put me in rotation. But for the most part, we're going to get down to why we're having this video today. So today we're going to go over a different type of builds. Now me myself, I have noticed even in the trend within myself, people just put build videos out just to be putting build videos out. Okay, yeah, I'm putting this gear piece on. This is what I use, this and that. Everybody has a different play style, and I think it's time to actually start breaking down what that means when it comes down to play style. So some people's play style includes playing with certain amount of characters, either melee or range, or flying. Okay, that's pretty much all we have, melee, range, and flying. So for the most part, matter of fact, let me go back over here. Kamala, why are you even over here? You're disturbing my concentration. So you have three different type of play styles, which is, you know, your ground characters, melee characters, range characters, and flying characters. So let's go ahead and get off into it. So currently, and this is my perception on it, I could be wrong, but Hulk, Kamala, Captain America, and Black Panther mainly are melee. These four right here are mainly melee. You have your flying characters, Jane, Thor, and Hawkeye. I mean, I'm messing up. My bad, Hawkeye, disrespect. Iron Man. So you have the main three, and they're actually all lined up too. So then you have your hybrid characters, and I say hybrid as in they can range in both. Now, according to patch 2.6, you know, certain techniques and certain gear pieces and certain attributes to a character are going to be scaling more in might. Y'all look out for that. So do I think it makes sense in certain aspects? Yes, it does. But you know, certain what used to be precision techniques are now going to be ranging in might. For instance, Jane and Thor, you know, pretty much their God Blast would be scaling more with might. For those people who don't have might on their character, as you can currently see, I have 175 for Thor. I did have 210, but I'm sure I was doing something new. It's a different type of build I have going on. I went back to an old school build, an old school piece, because I just got tired of vibranium. I ain't gonna lie, vibranium was getting on my nerves, and plus the videos I've been putting out with Thor, he's still doing damage, just ridiculous damage. And then with Jane, of course, I finally got to 100 might. Do I want to drop my Valor down to probably about 500 and add a little bit more precision and might? Yes, I do. Probably a little bit of resilience if that's the case. But ultimately, I've been getting garbage for Jane when it comes down to gear. Things I don't like, hero stats I'm not liking, but that's besides the point. It's my opinion. But back to it. So then you have your hybrid characters like Spider-Man. You have Black Widow. Kate would have been one, but like a lot of content creators have said, and Bloody Reckless, this ain't the crap on Kate. Dang, I'm getting mixed up today. Not the crap on Kate, but they did do her dirty with her might. A lot of people complain about her might. You know, her melee techniques are garbage, and they are. They're slow. They're this or that. They're not as fast as I thought they would be. But no, Hawkeye is another one. He can go might or precision, but his precision and valor is highly valued, which I'm glad in the patch 2.6, he only really got 1 or 2 buffs. He really didn't need them at all because Hawkeye is, which I agree with Sadat, you know, Lejeune, everybody out there, Tricks Ridiculous, Slice Stardust, everybody. He's broken. Like, there's no need to. This character is well balanced. He's a high hybrid. Anyway, double pun. But pretty much this man is a cheese by himself. He needs no help. He needs no nothing whatsoever. So most definitely, you know, he would be up there. But Kate, Black Widow, and Spider-Man consider hybrids. They can either go range or melee. Now with the buffs coming out for Spider-Man, the might buff, that would be perfect for me. And the reason why is because ultimately, like I said, I had him as a might character. As a matter of fact, where is it? Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. So I had this piece right here. Was it this one? Yeah, I had this piece right here, and I had a mic piece on. So I had this piece and a mic piece on. I think I had two mics. Oh, I want to say I had two mics. Yeah, I did. I had on two mics, and I added Valor to one of them. Yeah, this one. But I had a one Valor put somewhere. So more than likely, I had to go back and actually look. But I know I had two mics for a reason because my mic was ridiculous. I think I had it like 600 and something with 89 precision and 89 proficiency. And my Valor had took a hit because I didn't think Valor was that. Because it felt like his Valor wasn't doing anything, and now we're getting buffs to make his Valor more important, more efficient. His might's gonna be more efficient, which I hope they don't downplay his precision because it is very powerful in applying status as well when it comes to Spider-Man. So that would be perfect. But he's another character, let's say hybrid build, and I downgraded him in a sense to balance him out. This is my way of balancing him when it comes down to how I did my Spider-Man build. For the most part, like I said, I I have to agree with the devs when it comes down to them needing buffs, but I have to agree with Sadat. If the buffs work, then that's wonderful. If the buffs don't work and they break the characters in a bad way, then you just put yourself back a whole nother month in production of putting Bucky out because now you're going to put the new patch, which is patch 2.6.2, to have the corrections and Bucky come out at the same time. So hopefully it doesn't work like that. Cross your fingers. But yeah, so the type of builds that you're going to have, you can have melee builds, might builds, if you want to call it that, range builds, valor builds, tank builds, support builds. I've seen a lot of support build videos, and for the most part, like I said, I my own version of support is different from somebody else's. That's what makes us content creators or people just different in general, which is wonderful. Me personally, I feel like my Kamala is a damage support build. Now, I switch in and out when it comes down to what gear attributes more to me and what gear attributes more to helping the team. It also relies on your skills as well. So this piece right here basically adds a damage buff to any team member affected by Team Spirit that increases all damage to about 20%. Adds a critical attack chance bonus of 35% to any team member affected by Team Spirit. Then you have Valorous Spirit. Add critical damage buff to anyone affected by Team Spirit that increases critical damage by 12%. The hero stats attribute me. The perks attribute my team. So that helps out my team. This right here, reviving a teammate grants a cosmic orb buff that regenerates willpower for self and teammates while in range and active. So basically I built my Kamala to be helpful for the team as well as damaging for me. Basically causing damage to why I need her to cause damage. Now, you can see the type of gear that I have. I have it lined up a certain way. Highest going first, the lowest being the lowest. Basically, this area would be if I want to upgrade it. Let me go to the skills to show y'all how this is pretty much a help build. So this skill I have equipped right here, Life Spark. Healing Spirit can be activated while down, bypassing the need to be revived by a teammate. That's for me. So grants additional charge for Healing Spirit. I did have this one, which is teammate willpower fully restored when activating Healing Spirit. Let me see if I have it still. Nope. Did I change it? Grant you? Nope. I think I changed it, y'all. Cause I know she has the activated teammates down. Now I know I'm not tripping, but I know she had it where she will revive anybody if she's close to him. Teammate willpower. Oh, okay. So here you go, right here. I'm so slow. Boundless inspiration. So this, if I was to equip this would be for the whole team. I try to set my builds up where I don't keep going in and out of it because our loading screens are not working correctly. But this is for me. You know what I'm saying? To pick myself back up, and that will go for if I'm in a regular mission. That's what I would do. So that way the team can keep on going. In the raid, depends on the situation. I can choose either one, but I think for the raid, I would choose this one. We'll get into that a little bit later. So basically, like I said, this is a melee character in my profession. Her might's at 554. Like I said, I had her might at. Let me show you. Let me just show you what I had her might at. 735. That's what I had her might. Like seriously. Now you see how that scales. Like you literally see how that scales. How it on my hero stats, my might 734. But my starting off heroic rating is 1863. That is horrible. 95 valor. When I put this back on there, a valor goes up, my might drop. But that's what I had equipped. Now, if I was to start equipping everything else, let's say I equipped this, that would increase my valor and my might, and then I was going back to using this piece. I remember my original setup for her, so that's pretty much how it goes. So for patch 2.6, with everybody getting a buff, especially with her and Biggin, I use her as an example because her getting stunned is very annoying. So that's what that type of thing we don't want to deal with going forward. People having these amazing powers and abilities, and a simple enemy can knock you over or stop you from doing an attack. That is annoying as I don't know what. So I have my might characters, my hybrid characters, which pretty much is it. So that's when you start to break down for might, range, and well, basically might and range, or valor. Anybody can be a valor build. Anybody can be a might build. Anybody. It doesn't matter where it is. But predominantly, the attributes for each character that I see is these four being melee, these being hybrid. You know what I'm saying? They can mix it up if they get her right, and then you have your overall. Anybody can be any build they want to be. For Hawk, I've seen a lot of Hawk mains that do tank build. I've seen tank builds. So tank builds would be basically your defense rating is off the chain. Prime example, you will have over 200 armor. You will have over probably between 150 to 200 resolve. You want to make sure you're doing some type of damage. You would keep your precision at zero. Pretty much, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Your precision at zero. Your might will probably be 350 and up, and your valor will probably be 400 and 450 and up, with some intensity if you can get it, some if not, that's okay, but I've seen people pull it off. So with the new buffs for Hulk, for instance, a tank build would be off the chain with his Bone Shaker getting a nerf. You can look at Sadat's video, Lejeunes and Dunes, basically the three wise men as I call them, and they can explain more of the patch notes. But when it comes down to it, you can have it to where your Hulk basically never goes down at all, period. And then it's been done before, but with this new buff, he's really not going to be able to go down. Bone Shaker being active, Gamma being applied while using Rage, which everybody always thought that was the fact, but it wasn't the fact at all. Period. He was not applying any Gamma damage, but now he's going to be applying Gamma damage for Rage. So I did read a little bit. I did understand what Sadat was saying when he said about that. Bone Shaker, Stranglehold was going to be doing more damage, and overall his thunderclap. If they give us the glory of his thunderclap, especially with stacking Valor. Now, that's the one thing I would say, for instance, like I said, I had my Hulk's heroic rating almost at 10,000 with 100 and I think 90, 131 melee. I didn't have a lot of melee, but I see they're scaling more on melee now, so you got to have some melee on your characters, especially if you want to go uh basically a might build, a might and valor build. Y'all know my rule or my algorithm is first, second, and third. What are you looking to have the most of? And what is if that character able? What now? Patch 2.6 coming out. Is that character able to pull that off and carry that? So if you want to have all might build for Hulk, so basically might would be first. Let's say your second, you want to have them fighting more, not using heroics all the time or spamming heroics with your heroic recharge builds. I've seen those. Shout out to my boy Infamous Legacy. He dropped another Hawkeye heroic build, heroic recharge build, which is wonderful. I just put my Hawkeye build out, which is the workaround because I can't get the one perk that I need to pull the same build off that they have. But basically, you would say I want to have might. Let's say you want Valor to be your second attribute, and then instead of range being so high, you pull it off with defense. So might, Valor, and range. Since might and Valor are going to be scaling higher and more close together, like certain attributes with range and Valor and might and range. So it's going to be, I mean, they're going to start, hopefully it's more of a balance what it sounds like to me. They're trying to balance it out, but if I know for the most part with Hulk, everybody always thought that heroic, which is basically the valor scaled higher. When I started playing with them, increasing my might, making this type of build that I made, which me feels like one of the strongest builds I ever made. The might and valor, if scaled almost neck to neck, close together, I do so much damage. It's ridiculous. So with the buffs, I will leave this just like that and see if the buffs actually help out increase all the damage that I'm doing. Because if that's the case, then all I'm doing now is looking for new gear to just have fun with, which I have to look too much further because as you can see, I'm pretty much trying to set up to where I'm maxing back out my upgrade modules. I'm almost getting my polycorons back up. I had to upgrade a couple of exotic artifacts, and of course my fragments. They're gonna do what they do. But I have enough gear to play with and have fun with if I really want to. Even I go to my locker, which takes forever, which I need to empty. But I'm so nervous I might get rid of something. That's why Hawkeye still has their operatives kit because I didn't delete it. I was going to, but I didn't. So that's pretty much it for melee. Same thing with range. Let's say with Thor. I have my precision up there. I don't like when I see this flashing light. I have my precision up there, but I took it down. My heroic rating's at 30,000. Valor's at 646. I believe I had that almost at 7. Yeah, I think I had almost at 7. Let me see. Did I have it at 7? Oh yeah, when I had, yeah, I did. So just because, okay, let me show you. I guess I will show you. So that's pretty much what I'll take it down to. About 2,000 to take it down. And as you can see, it adds 30, yeah, about roughly 31. 31 to 31% to my valor. Let's say I want to add a little bit more. Let's see, you're at 89. Let me see, what would this add to? That would add to my defense. Let's say I want to add this. I'm at 695, but I have no precision. Well, I have little to no precision, no proficiency. I have more resolve, which is wonderful. But some people do it based off of the heroic stats. I've been learning lately to also pay attention to your perks and what they can do. I think I explained what the conduits, sonic conduits. I'm learning more about that, so I'm studying more from other content users, other content creators. I'm studying more about the conduits, and yes, I do see the attribute when it adds 18%, 20%, 25%, 30% percentage to damage overall or damage on status effects. I understand that. I get that. Me being a selfish type of builder or a selfish type of gamer when it comes down to what I like versus actually playing as I say about it and haven't been doing it. Playing as a team, if just because I don't have it on doesn't mean I'm not playing as a team. But if nobody has on the conduit and this gear it has been put out there, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, they made the Discord gear so important to overall gameplay and damage in this game to where now it's like you've incorporated. Let's say with the new OLT with MODOK, there's new game gear that comes out. Now that's going to be taken over. Me personally, I like to use any and all gear. That's why you see my hot plate so full of everything because I never know what I want to use. That's the beauty of having this gear. I can use what I want to use. But as you can clearly see, I'm at 695, and let's say I wanted to sweeten the pot. Now I'm at 718. Boom. No resolve. I have armor. I have might, 109 precision, and that's the case. Boom. That looks wonderful, right? That looks excellent. 700. I can get my valor up there if I wanted to. But now let's look at my setup. I lose my increase all damage dealt with overcharged by 20%. And I have resolve, precision, and valor on that one. So no. Mm-mm. I'm gonna lose that versus a Tachyon Surge. I'm good on that. Especially with Thor. I really don't need a Tachyon Surge. If I get one with good stats and good perks to go along with it, that's fine. But just to get a heroic rating up, now with the buff, this heroic rating might put him super broken. I'm just gonna keep it 100. He might be that much broken with the heroic rating on. Like, for instance, let me go back. Can I make him even stronger? No. See, that does nothing whatsoever. But I think it's about as strong as I can get him with the gear that I have as of right now. Yep, right now. Why do I have this piece? That makes no sense because it actually hurts my build. It doesn't help it at all. Lock that back up. So yeah, pretty much like I said, this is not helping my build at all. Um, so far as for those type of players, they go for numbers, stats. I have weaned away from that, and I'm looking for more for battery effect. Well, not looking more for battery effect. What does the battery effect? What doesn't? How to apply battery effect? How to apply certain statuses? Overall, what perks attributing to my build, as well as being a team player. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I've gotten that mentality now. But for the most part, some of my characters, one or two of them, if not certain setups I have, I'm really just out there to do damage and get the game over with. But if it come down to it, especially in the raid, who's applying vibranium? Okay, bet. Who's applying this? Because really in the raid, that's really what you're worried about is having vibranium. But let me put my setup back up. How I have my All Father Rune Thor set up. So pretty much to me, this would be a balanced build. It's balanced so far as having, you know what I'm saying, enough might on it as of right now, enough precision on it. If I want to increase the precision with God Blast being scaled on precision now, I'll see what I can do with precision now with the God Blast. If they do the buff and I can keep this number and it goes up, that's fine. But if it doesn't, that means I have to apply more precision, which is going to suck in a way. But that means I will have to find a way to apply more precision on my build, and then on top of that, add a little bit more might, which is fine, but I don't want to take too much of a hit when it comes down to my defense. It took a while to get his defense back up. So we have, like I say, different type of builds you can do. Range builds, melee builds, valor builds. When it comes down to valor builds, who can I use an example for that? Who has, we'll use Jane. Might as well end it out with a bang. So with valor builds, valor pretty much is your hero effectiveness and critical damage. Hopefully they give Thor back his critical throw chance with his critical, because that to me that just hurt my feelings when they did that with Thor. And they gave Jane so many boosts. Like as of right now, my precision, when I throw my hammer regularly without charging it up, I'm doing 80,000 a throw. And that's at 196 precision. I've seen Jane builds out there. You know, I always talk about I got the best Jane build, this and that. It depends on what your play style is and what you're actually going towards. If you're doing a precision build where it's precision might valor, then of course your hammer throws, your God blast, which is doing that now. It's scaling with precision now. It's not even scaling so much with valor, but that's what it's doing. Hopefully with this buff, everything balances out and just increases what you already have. So it will just increase what I have now, which will make my Jane even more dangerous. But like I said, that's different play styles. Some play styles people mainly use valor or use certain cheese perks or certain play styles to where that's what they're doing. They're concentrating on a certain set of moves that they're using. Me as a gamer, as a Marvel Avenger player, if y'all haven't noticed, I play with each and every character, and it is, yes, it is frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. For those who don't want to admit that it is, you're kidding yourself. To be able to keep up with every single play style that you have for each individual character, that creates a rift on focus. I know Yardrat, Yardrat Hearts. I made him see him play with Kate. That's me personally. That's his main. I see a lot of main people when it comes down to Thor. I see a lot of Hawk main. Shout out to my boy Incredible Harry. He's a Hawk main. He can tell you anything about Hawk all day, every day, no problem. He'll play with other people, other characters behind the scenes, but I have not literally seen anything but Hawk on here, and I love him for that because when I need help or advice, or I need that overall push or drive just to get a brand new build or just information on Hawk currently and moving forward, I can go to Incredible Hulk. I can go to Incredible Harry's page, FKF pages. I can go anywhere. Lejeune's page. I can go Sadat. He has great information, wonderful information. I can go there. When it comes down to Spider-Man, same thing. Any character that I want to go to understand. When it comes to Captain America, I got my boy Solomon Gamer. Solomon Gaming. You know what I'm saying? My man's a Captain America person. He can tell you anything about Cap. Black Panther. Now, I am a Black Panther man. I ain't gonna lie. I love me some Black Panther. That's my dude. So basically, at the end of the day, like I said, this video is pretty much going over moving forward with patch 2.6. Know your character, know your playstyle, know what you want to work towards. Like I say, different type of builds that you have out there, different type of characters. You have your melee, like I said, your flying characters, range, valor. Anybody can be a valor. Anybody can be a range, except for Black Panther. But anyway, because his range sucks. But anyway, well, hopefully they give him the might that he needs, so I can put. I think I did put it back on there. No, I didn't. I can make his might stronger if I want to. But we'll save that for his build video. But anyway, but yeah, pretty much just pick your playstyle. Your playstyle is your playstyle. It's totally comfortable, totally cool. You can play how you want to play. A lot of people suggest different things. We see things in new gamers, even sometimes current gamers. We see them and say, "Hey man, why aren't you trying this piece?" Somebody did me like that with Hawkeye, and I see a real big difference. It makes sense, and it still worked out. I didn't lose anything. I gained more than anything, so it works out. But basically, like I said, understand the character you're playing with. Just know that with the buffs coming out, you're going to see a lot more videos coming out. So expect either a whole bunch of damage one phase in, half one phase, melting stuff across the board, or you're going to see a whole bunch of angry people saying, "Yo, what in the world happened?" But just know that you want to set your build up how you want to set them up. For the most part, use them to their best. You have, like I said, you got your melee, you have your range characters, and you have your hybrid characters. So use them to their max. You know, mix them up. Play with all your characters. Use them to their fullest. Have fun. But for the most part, man, I don't want you right now, Black Panther. Pause. But for the most part, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed your day. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being on the scene with your boy Rebel. Your boy Rebel is not officially off the scene. Hopefully y'all can take something away from this. I know I'm all over the place, but too excited about patch 2.6. What's up, T'Challa? I was just walking around, well, with your character. But anyway, hope y'all took something away from the video. And for the most part, know better, do better, be better. And as always, deuces. Hurry up with that cup. Good gosh.